Hello everyone, welcome to the episode 9 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Episode 8 was a hell of a ride. Cyrus' sudden death? Starting the story over without her? Strange messages? Strange things happening? What is going on? Only one way to find out. Let's continue watching.
Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Plasma. She is fine. Just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
I should start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
Hi, Plasma. Having a good time so far?
Ah yeah!
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I will keep that in mind. Of course I will be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Plasma. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we will all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
I like it, Plasma.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess. I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, let's try to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall, that's basically the same. Is it? Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burnt eyes can no longer see color. Are these others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He is right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here is Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something done on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
It's basically going all over, not.
I think you can click through a bit more if you want. I think you can click through it a bit if you want.
Well, you said it will not repeat also.
Well, I mean, it's a bit faster now.
Okay, well, let's start with the thing I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. That was the point of sharing in the first place. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ugh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Urgh. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat. Ugh, you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hey! Nigan, what a shit poem. Who should do next? Laser, get ready. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is the first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And I've been through that myself, kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter and they forfeit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I would love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickering blue-green hue of the future. I bath, calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? No, I haven't just started. I started 5 hours ago. I hope it will be not another 5 hours. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. My best friend died, that's what happened, Guthrie. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't
too short.
That's nice.
I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I will be honest. This is our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghost theory?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Plasma.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I will have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if there is just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What with the language?
Yeah. Did you say something?
Ugh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess I could say it's fancy.
Oh, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Ugh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Plasma did too. So, based on that, I will gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Plasma liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Plasma appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Ugh! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh! Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Plasma started showing up.
Natsuki? Natsuki? That's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch!
Edgy? Sorry, but my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa! Be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh my bad, you already do, don't you?
Just accuse me of cutting myself?
Oh, we knew it.
What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on! Let Plasma hear everything you really think! I'm sure he will be head over heels for you after this! Suddenly Yuri turns towards me, as if she's just noticed I was standing here.
Plasma? She just tried to make me look bad.
That's not true! She started it! How did I get trapped? Anything but whom I agree with?
Who do you go for?
I'm going for Yuri! 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 Well, Natsuki is the previous one. She's still here. Well, Natsuki is my best friend. I'm confused. Is it my best friend?
No, your best friend is dead, so...
Monica.
Hey Plasma. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Sorry about that.
What the hell? Plasma, check your Steam. I will check it out. Just give me a second.
They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done gelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I would be happy to spend time with you instead.
Bitch! Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Natsuki... She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, looks like they are done. Oh, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Plasma. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I would like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I will wait for you to be done.
Who wasn't supposed to die? Oh, my best friend.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It messes up the time when she was a glue that held everyone together.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Plasma. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really appreciate you, Ander.
Oh my god. Choices again. Swimsuit. Ooh. What the hell is this? What was that? Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Whoops!
Welcome back, Plasma.
It's okay. Oh, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we are usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri? I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Plasma, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? I just...
Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man! Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken back by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I will do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez! Whatever your mind, I'm sure that was nothing. I don't even remember anything that happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
I will accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns on me. You're still on trial though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was. Ah, I was not! What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Ah, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Ah, well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
Ah, that's...
Monica looks at me.
Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Plasma.
Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Ah, don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Plasma, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave the book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. So, it's okay, right? Ugh. In that case, I don't see any problem. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just wants to stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah. But I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What's this story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There is an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse when they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. She's quite
Are
weird.
you not a fan of that sort of thing, Plasma?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally figured that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. And horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil,
But because
the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway.
if Yuri reads a suicide book and kills herself, I'm ending myself. No!
Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. And I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole body I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes!
That's scary.
I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah,
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or something.
Oh, alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat confirming. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she is not actually looking at her own book. I glance over her. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just beating in the field, Yuri.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
Oh, I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Does this game has things we shoot in the face? No shooting. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I will be able to keep up with her.
Oh, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Because you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Eh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Plasma? Did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Haha, don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri is dusty sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Should we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we would get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Hi again, Plasma. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I will take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you will come up with a masterpiece.
Haha, I would count on that. I wouldn't count on
You
that.
never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright, great job, Plasma. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some efforts.
Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. Sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally giving up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing, looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri!
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that she took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Save me, the colors they want bright, beautiful colors, flashing. It's missing some letters.
Flashing,
Piercing.
expanding, piercing.
Red, green, blue, endless, meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent grunting, squishing, like pulling a knife. A knife on a breaking ribcage.
Breathing.
Briefcase.
Briefcase. Go down.
Ew.
Go down.
Delete her.
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you will find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, let's talk to Yuri.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you have written for today.
Do you like it?
Plasma, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imaginary. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
That makes me so happy. So amazing to feel like I'm valued, Plasma. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Plasma? weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay?
Wheel, rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, boat head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope light to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God swimming with open water in all directions, drawing, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living humans' eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, explosion a gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gear and ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a boat head of holy stakes light to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, briefing gearbox, briefing boat head, briefing ship, briefing portal, briefing snakes, briefing God, briefing blood, briefing holy stakes, briefing human eyes, briefing time, briefing prayer, briefing sky, briefing wheel. That was very strange.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it.
Oh my god.
I'm okay. What did I do? Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
Okay. Natsuki. That was very strange. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you will find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You will probably be able to learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She is gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's? Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out that make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they are not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as 2 of the girls in this very club whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of irony that even in my one place of comfort I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what is worth, I'd respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever. We are done sharing, so you can leave now. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yeah. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. My dear little guys, if you like the video, please hit the I like this button under and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time. Ta-da!